Hello, my friends. Welcome to CJ Reads Books. I'm CJ, and today we're going to talk about the book All the Waters in the World by Eiren Caffall. Let me start off by not bashing the book, but by saying that it is beautifully written. It's got very good analogies and all that stuff. However, after page 100, I decided to DNF it. And it's a very simple DNF, I think. But let's get into it. So I will start out by saying that this book, again, I repeat, is beautifully written. It is so poetic. The chapters are nicely divided, and the storytelling is wonderful. But on top of all of that, let's kind of dissect into why I decided to DNF this book. So its setting is dystopian world where climate change has incredibly messed up our world. In New York City, the American Museum of Natural History, a bunch of people camp out there, and it's flooded. The rainfall is so much, and it's flooded. And they talk about the survival of the people there. There is grief, there is loss, there is growth, and there is strength, and there is some phenomenal character development. However, this fiction book read so much like a nonfiction. I couldn't do it. The chapters were fairly easy to get through. They were about 2 to 3 pages a chapter. It was a great form of storytelling. The author did a good job of illustrating in words what was going on, and I think I appreciated the most about this novel. It was Cat's book of the month book for his book club this month. However, I couldn't. It might have been because I was so busy this weekend, and I started like Thursday or Friday, so like I was a little out of the book, and then by the time I got back into it, I was confused and not knowing what was going on. The timeline was switching back and forth between past and present, and it was just dystopian novel gone wrong. I think it had too many facts and stuff in it. I'm not a fact girl. I don't care to read about that kind of stuff. And I feel bad about DNFing, but not really, because I am striving to give myself a better sense of the novels that I read, the novels that hit the spot, so to speak. So this definitely wasn't it. Now, like I said, I'm not going to completely knock the novel. It is a good read as far as having beautiful quotes. Just, it was written really eloquently, but it wasn't my cup of tea. I keep saying that. And I apologize for using that same analogy, but it wasn't. I couldn't get into it. It was written very well, but it just didn't spark my interest as much as I wanted it to. It did seem interesting. It's set in dystopian world, and it's I feel like it could happen. That's my first DNF book of the year that I'm talking about. I apologize Actually, I don't apologize because you are allowed to DNF books as much as I am allowed to DNF books. And we are allowed to not feel bad about DNFing a book that we are not interested in. Because books are to be enjoyed and not hated every second of reading. So, thank you for joining me in on this review. I'd give it a 2 out of 5 stars, regardless of the DNF, because of the storytelling and of the characters and of all the stuff. That doesn't change my rating of it. I wouldn't recommend it to people unless you are into that kind of book. Read the blurb before deciding, because I can't decide for people. It was a very hit or miss novel for me, and it was definitely a miss for me. If you're interested in my book reviews and stuff, please hit all my buttons below, like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers on YouTube so I can start going on live here, whether it's playing video games or doing book sprints. I also have a couple links down below. I have a Patreon, which allows you some members only access to my day-to-day stuff, as well as a exclusive look at my videos right after I edit them. Usually my videos are on a scheduled post, but if you are a paid monthly membership for my Patreon, you will get them immediately. Also, thank you for my first Patreon supporter, Robert Willem. It means so much to me that you're supporting me. So thank you for supporting me. High five. You can also hit the link below to buy me a coffee. Any bit helps me keep this channel alive, keep me reading. Also, I have an Etsy store down below. I do sell blind dates with books. So if you have friends that like blind dates with the books and you want to surprise them with a little sort of something, go click the link down below. And yeah, that's it for today. I will see you in the next one. Bye.